So in today's session, let me talk about file handling. File handling. Some people may use the word called streams. Sir, let us finish this topic in today's session. Sir, what is mean by files? What is mean by these streams? Sir, very simple. File handling, or we can able to use the word called streams. Sir, what is mean by stream or what is mean by file? All these things. Very simple. The flow of information, the flow of information is called as a stream. Okay, or okay, yeah, the flow of information is called as a stream. And file is a place on the disk. File is a place on the disk where we can store our information. So if I want to store any information, okay, securely, then we have to go for this files concept. But there are n number of problems are there in the files. To overcome those problems which we are facing in files, we can go with the databases. Okay, our databases are going to provide n number of advantages over files. But anyway, that part also there in our curriculum, that we will discuss later. But as of now, a file is nothing but a flow of information is called as a file. Or we can able to say, sir, a file is a place on the disk where we can store our information. Okay, sir, fine. Then, sir, all the things which is related to the files will be available in one package. What is that package? Is nothing but java.io. Java.io contains all the informations related to the files. Sir, okay. Then how many types of files are there? Generally there are two types of files are there. One is nothing but a text files, where the information is in the form of, okay, is in the form of characters, like you can able to read the content. So such a type of information, I mean such a type of information, if you want to use, then we have to go with the text files. Then second file is nothing but binary files. Sir, what is mean by binary file? In this case, the information is in the form of, the information is in the form of, okay, sir, the information is in the form of, sir, binary data. Binary data, that is, sir, zeros and ones. So even nowadays the people are implementing these concepts by using byte array. Okay, sir, these are the two types of files which we have. And our java is going to provide support for these things. Like if I want to handle any text file, then, sir, character oriented streams are there. Using these character oriented streams, you can able to create a text file, and you can able to write information into the text file. Similarly, sir, what about binary files? If I want to create binary file, and if I want to write information, but of course it is highly impossible. At least if you want to do some activities with the help of binary files, then we have to go with the byte oriented streams. Okay, then we have to go with byte oriented streams. This is nothing but files or streams which we have. Sir, as a part of this, the first topic which I am going to explain for you people is reading dynamic data. Okay, reading dynamic data from the user. Sir, I want to read dynamic data from the user. How it is possible? Okay, how it is possible? Very simple. For this we can go with the two functions. So I mean three techniques are there. One is nothing but a buffered reader. One is nothing but a buffered reader. The second one is nothing but a scanner class we have. Okay, already we discussed about these things. The third one which we have is nothing but a console class, which is already discussed in the IO statements. Sir, by using this buffered reader, we can able to read characters. We can able to read characters, and we can able to read, okay, strings. That is nothing but the help of by using the buffer reader, we can able to read, and we can able to read only character, and then strings, not remaining data. Sir, if I want to accept the remaining data, that is integers, okay, sir, floating point values, so if I want to involve with such type of things, then better to go with the scanner class, sir, where n number of methods are there. Sir, we can able to see next int is there to read integer value, next double is there to read floating point values, sir, next boolean is there to read boolean values, sir, next line is there to read the integer values, I mean string values, like this. So but we can't read single character. Okay, so then what about the console? What about a console? Sir, we can use this console to read a line, and even so we can read strings, and even we can read passwords also. Okay, read password, like this we have some predefined methods are there to read password. So for that we have to go with the console class. Of course already we discussed about this. Then, sir, writing data to the user. Sir, I want to write the data to the user. What facilities we have? This part also already I discussed in the beginning, sir. The first way is nothing but system.out.println we can use. By using this, what will happen? It is going to print the information and it will transfer the control to the next line. Sir, 1 minute, please wait. Sir, just please wait for 2 minutes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, wait for 2 minutes. Yeah, sorry, sir. Am I audible now? Sir, am I audible now?
Yes, sir. Can
Yeah,
you hear me?
yeah. I'm able to hear you.
Okay.
So system.out.println is nothing but a method which is used to print output on the screen. This is the first way. Sir, second way, I don't want to transfer the control to the next line. I want to print information, but I don't want to transfer the control to the next line. So if it is the situation, then you need to go with system.out.print, where it will print the message and the control will be on the same line. Then, sir, there is one more technique is there, which is nothing but system.out.printf. Okay, sir, which will print the information in C language format. All these things we covered in IO statement itself. Just why I am telling is, sir, if you want to interact with the file, another way is also there. You can read the data from the user, you can write data to the user by using some console. In the same way, you can read the information from the file, at the same time you can write information to the file. Sir, now we are going to discuss how you are going to perform such type of operations. To deal with that, sir, the first concept which I am going to explain is byte oriented. Okay, byte oriented streams. So how you can read the data in terms of bytes, that is binary data. Sir, for this we have two streams are there. One is nothing but input stream, one is nothing but input stream, second one is nothing but output stream. What is the purpose of input stream means, by using this input stream we can read data from arrays. Okay, sir, byte array input stream. Similarly, sir, we can use a data input stream, data input stream. Sir, we can go with the file input stream. Then we can go with the object input stream. Like this, we have multiple input streams are there, okay, to read the data. Similarly, if I want to write the data, we have byte array output stream is there. Okay, byte array output stream is there. Sir, data output stream is there. Then, sir, similarly, file output stream is there. Sir, similarly, object output stream is there. Like this, we have n number of streams are there to perform various activities. Okay, then one more important note, which is very very important, sir, to handle binary information, to handle binary information, sir, we can handle binary information by using bytes concept. But anyway, I will explain with the help of programs where you are going to get the complete analysis. Sir, example, first thing is nothing but write a program. Okay, write a program to write information, to write information, so to a file, sir, by using file output stream. Because we have to write input to the file, that is nothing but my first requirement. Sir, we have to write a program to write information to the file by using file output stream. Same information if you want to read, then we have to go with file input stream. Sir, now I will explain how to write information to the file by using a simple Java program. Sir, have a look once. I told several times, when you want to work with, 1 minute, let me save the file in D drive. Yeah, sir, if I want to work with the files, then compulsory we need to import one special package. What is that package is nothing but IO. And one more thing, when you are interacting with the files, there may be a chance of getting exception. That's why, sir, I am delegating this exception work to the default exception handler. Yes, now my skeleton is ready. Now you can create a file. Sir, file output stream, file output stream FOS is equal to new file output stream. Okay, new file output stream of, sir, I want to create a file with name, sir, prakash1.txt. I want to write information to this file. what information I want to write. Sir, string s is equal to, sir, I'm going to take welcome to file file handling. Okay, welcome to file handling. Like this, I want to write. Sir, the information is in the form of a string, but file output stream, all these things are nothing but byte oriented streams, right? You need to convert it into binary format. So for that, we can go with the byte array. Byte b is equal to, sir, yes dot, on the string you can ask get bytes method. Okay, on the string you can ask get bytes method. Sir, it will return the complete information which is there in the string. In which format? Sir, bytes format. Now fos dot, we can write the data by using this b. Now fos dot close. Once if the file is opened, it is highly recommended to close the file. Sir, now I closed the file. Immediately what will happen? Sir, a file will be created with name, sir, prakash1.txt. So in current working directory, sir, where we are working in the D drive, right? Let me delete unwanted files are there. I want to remove all these things. Yes, multiple text files are there. Let me delete all these text files. Yes, now we are going to get a new file with name prakash1.txt. Let us see whether we are getting or not. So let me open command prompt. So I am taking java c space test.java. I am compiling the program. Yes, my program is compiled successfully. Now I am executing the program. Sir, what happens? You can able to see, sir, you are going to get a prakash1.txt. If you open, then you are going to get that information. This is the way how you can write information to the file by using which concept? Sir, file output stream. Okay, now I want to read information from the file. Sir, anyway we have written, sir, write a program to read information from a file by using which concept? Sir, file input stream. Yes, of course, already we created the file. So from that only I want to read the information. Sir, how you can write the program? The program is simple, but in the place of file output stream, we have to take file input stream. FIS is equal to new file input stream. Okay, sir, the file name is prakash1.txt only. Sir, but now we don't have string, right? We don't have string. So we have to create the strings. That's why integer size is equal to, sir, FIS dot available. Sir, it is going to return the number of characters which is available in the file. So it is going to return the size of the array. Okay, so size of the file. Sir, with the help of this, I want to create a byte b is equal to new byte of with the given size. Yes, now byte array got created. Sir, you can able to read the data. FIS dot read of b. The total information which is there in prakash1.txt is copied to b, sir. Okay, now in my b we have all the byte values. Sir, I think in the strings we covered. Sir, you can able to create a string with the help of these bytes. Sir, no problem. Now we got the original content. Sir, you can able to print. If you see in the previous program, string to bytes conversion we have done, but in this program, bytes to string conversion, then close the file reader. I mean, close the file input stream. That's all. Sir, now whatever information we have written, now you are going to get. If I want to change the file name, yes, you can change. Sir, assume I want to read the information from the same file. What is a file name? Current running file is nothing but test.java, right? Now, whatever Java program you have written, the entire program will be displayed here. Okay, the entire program is going to be displayed here. This is the way, sir, how you can write a program to read information from the file. Sir, with this, I think it is very clear for you people, sir, how to read and write information. Sir, is it clear for you people? Please confirm.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah. Sir, next step is nothing but, sir, I want to read, I want to write the information Okay, I mean, I want to do some copying operation. That is, I need to create a program, sir, which is going to copy the content of one file into another file. So we need to read the data from one file and we have to copy it into another file. That is nothing but my requirement. Sir, how you can do that? Have a look once. Sir, write a Java program. Okay, write a Java program to copy the content of one file into another file. Okay, this is nothing but my requirement. So if you want to create a file, then we require a file input stream. So I mean, to read, sir, if you want to write, then we require a file output stream, sir. But in this case both are required, right? Sir, I am taking file output stream, FOS is equal to, sir, new file output stream. Sir, to which file you want to write the information? Sir, assume, sir, prakash2.txt I want to create. So this is the same information I want to write into that particular file. Sir, I have read the data. Sir, no need to convert it into string and no need to print. Directly we can write, right? Sir, FOS dot write of B. Now the same information will be written to this particular file. Now I am going to take FOS dot close. Now see what will happen. Both the informations, I mean the complete information which is there in test.java file will be written to prakash2.txt. Let me see the directory structure here. Sir, is a prakash2.txt created or not? Yes, sir. Let us open the content. Sir, is the same information is there or not? Yes. This is the way, sir, how you can create the files. Okay, that means copying the content of one file to another file. Sir, very good. Next step, write a program, okay, to copy 50% of data. Okay, 50% of content. So of one file into another file. Okay, one file into another file. Sir, consider the same program. I want to copy 50% of information. Sir, how you can do that? Sir, very simple. Here I am going to take by 2. By 2. So what will happen? It will create an array with size, file size by 2. That means 50% size, so that it can able to accommodate only 50% of data. Rest of the things it can't accommodate. Now let us run the code. Java C test.java, Java space test. Yes, the program created. 1 minute. Yeah, same file name only we have given. Okay, let us see. Sir, overriding has been performed. Sir, you can able to see up to some 15% of data only it has been written. This is the way, sir, how you can copy the content of one file to another file. Sir, last program in this, write a program, same operation I am doing. Write a program to copy the content of one image file, okay, into another image file. Sir, I want to copy the content of one image file to another image file. Sir, this is the byte oriented streams, right? So that's why happily binary operations it can able to perform. Sir, the program is the same. Sir, just what we have to do, you need to change the file names. Beyond that, nothing. Okay, sir, we have to change file names. Beyond that, nothing. Sir, what is the file that you have to take? Sir, already let me copy some, I mean, let me open some image file. Sir, from that I want to copy. Let us see. I think here there is no image file is there. Let me take pictures. I'm going to take some wallpaper. Sir, here I'm going to save the file as 1.jpg. Sir, you can able to see in my drive. Sir, there is no file with name 2.jpg, but I am going to write a program to create 2.jpg. Sir, what is the source file here? 1.jpg. What is a destination file? Sir, here it is 1.jpg and here it is 2.jpg. Sir, now let me execute the program. Yes, now you can able to see. Sir, is the 2.jpg created or not? Sir, created. Let me open 1.jpg. Yes, sir. I'm moving to the next photo. Sir, you can able to see, sir, 2.jpg. Have you observed the same file? Same file. You can able to see 2.jpg. Okay. Now this is nothing but 1.jpg. You can able to see. So this is nothing but how you can able to create. Okay. So duplicate files. But anyway, you can't read and write binary information, right? That's why I explained with the help of this program. Not only for image files, even if you want, you can copy paste audio files. Sir, if you want, you can create uh, video files. All these things happily we can do. Sir, do you have any doubts up to this? Please confirm.
No, sir.
Yeah. Then, sir, the next step is nothing but, sir, I want to read and write character information. That means, so I want to perform operations on text files. Like I don't have any binary information. So directly I want to work with text files. So how you can do that? 1 minute. So I want to create a text file and I want to perform reading and writing operation on this text file. Sir, how you can do that? Sir, very simple. So for performing these operations, we have special streams are there, right? What is that streams? Sir, character oriented streams. By using this, we can do these kind of operations. Sir, how you can do that? Very simple. To read and write the information in the form of characters, we can go for this approach. Okay. If you want to perform reading and writing of data in the form of characters, then we have to choose this approach. Let us see how it is going to work. Okay. Sir, first step, if I want to read and write, compulsory we must have readers and writers. Sir, the readers which are available is nothing but, first we have file reader is there. Next and after that, buffered reader is there. Sir, there are some problems in the file reader. To overcome those problems,
Hello.
Sir, am I audible now?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, ma. Yeah. So this is nothing but readers and writers we have to depend. Okay. So we can use a file reader to read information from the file, but there are some problems are there with respect to this file reader. To overcome these problems, we can go with the buffered reader. But what problems we are going to face, I will explain clearly in the programmatic examples. Next, we have writers are there. In the same way, we have file writer is there. Sir, second one, buffered writer is there. Okay. At the same time, sir, print writer is there. Okay. Sir, there are some problems are there in file writer. To overcome those problems, we are going with the buffered writer. Sir, even in the buffered writer also, we have some problems. To overcome those problems, we are going for this print writer. Sir, all these things I will explain one by one by taking some examples. Sir, first step, I want to create a file writer. Okay. Sir, I am taking file writer. FW is equal to new file writer. I want to create a file. Sir, the file name should be prakash3.txt, which is not there. Okay. Prakash3.txt, which is not there here. Yeah. Yes, prakash3.txt is not there. Sir, I want to create that particular file now. Yes, that file will be created. By using this, I want to write some information, that is integer data I am writing. Sir, we will see how that integer data is going to be displayed. Okay. Sir, then next and after that, I am going to write some character. Okay. Next and after that, I want to write some text also. Let us see how this particular information is going to be written on the file. Now, let me compile the program. As usual, the program got compiled. Let me run the program. Yes, the program executed. Now you can able to see, sir, is the file got created or not? Yes, sir, but see the information, AB demo is there. Sir, problem number one. So even if you are writing integer data, it is considering in the form of characters. That is the first problem which we are going to face. Sir, second problem, we are not having any facility to transfer the control to the next line. Compulsory we have to do manually. Okay. Sir, to overcome these problems, we are moving for buffered writer. Okay. But a buffered writer is not a default writer. Directly it won't support. But definitely our buffered reader is going to take the help of file writer only. Sir, I am going to create a new buffered writer. Sir, inside this again you have to take new file writer. Now let me take, I want to write information to the prakash4.txt. Sir, now I want to write the information. Sir, what kind of information I am writing? Okay. Sir, you can able to see here br dot, okay, br buffered writer. Okay. Bw dot write of 97. Sir, bw dot write of bw dot write of demo, bw dot close. But meanwhile, if you want next line, then you can go with a special method is introduced in the buffered reader, which is nothing but new line. Okay, which is nothing but new line. Sir, you may have a doubt. Sir, even you can take a slash n manually, then what is the need of introducing a separate function? Sir, slash n is according to our Java, slash n means new line character, but we don't know right in the file system. Sir, every file system want to provide a slash n concept. That's why, sir, make sure that it is going to work for globalized file system. Sir, for that they implemented new line method. Now, sir, let us see after this program execution how the flow of control will be. Let us open prakash4.txt. Yes, you can able to see AB demo, new line characters. But here also we have a problem. It is not writing integer data. Sir, to overcome these problems, we can go with print writer. Okay, sir, in the print writer, n number of problems automatically got solved. Let us see how it is going to work. So print writer, so directly you can open this writer, no problem at all. So prakash5.txt. Okay, and sir, in the place of print writer dot, sir, we don't have write method, we have println method is there. Sir, automatically it is going to write and it will give the control to the next line. Sir, such type of beautiful concept is there by using this print writer. Okay, we can do these kind of operations by using print writer. Yes, just like system.out.println. Now it will write the information and automatically the control will be transferred to the next line. Sir, let me open Prakash 5. Sir, is 97 is written or not? Yes, sir. Okay, and even we didn't mention the slash n separately, but by default slash n is added or not? Yes, sir, it is added. This is nothing but the beautiful concept what we have. Okay, sir, hope the concept is very clear for you people. Sir, do you have any doubts about this print writer? Please confirm.
No, sir. No, sir.
Yeah. Then, sir, coming to the reading purpose, anyway, we know how to write. I want to read the information. Sir, how it is possible? For that, readers are there. File reader, fr is equal to, I'm taking new file reader. I'm taking new file reader of, sir, here I want to take the file name as a prakash1.txt file. Yes. Now I want to read one by one. Integer I is equal to, sir, fr file reader dot, there is one function is there called read, which is going to read the information. Sir, once if the information is accepted, sir, it is always in the form of integer, we can able to validate. Array, while this I value is not equal to -1. If you are getting -1, then it indicates that the reading of the data has been completed. Sir, till that you can print the result. System.out.print of, sir, directly if you are printing the value of I, see what will happen. Next time I am going to read the next character. This process will be continued and finally you have to close the file reader. Now see what will happen. Sir, it is going to read the information, right? Yes, but the data is in the form of integer because, sir, we know very well, sir, our data is of type integer. It is going to accept the in the form of integer. So to overcome this problem, better to typecast it to character. So that what will happen? Sir, it is going to print in the form of characters. So this is nothing but the way of accepting the data. This is nothing but the way of reading the information from the file. Sir, what problem we are facing here? Sir, you can able to see character by character we are reading. I don't want that. Sir, I want line by line. Better to go for which concept? Buffered reader. Sir, from this, I want to read one by one. So what is the first method that we have? Sir, we have to take the data in the form of a string. Okay, sir, string s is equal to fr dot, sir, we have to take the method called read. Boss, while the value of a string is not equal to null. Okay, we need to check, right? Sir, whether, 1 minute, br dot read line. Sir, if your yes is not equal to null, if it is not equal to null, then I want to print the data. Here you can use println because the data is in the form of string only. Okay, sir, next time I want to read the data, s is equal to, sir, br dot read line, br dot read line. Like this we are going to take. Sir, this process will be continued, keep on. This process will be continued, keep on. 1 minute, here we need to take new buffered reader. I missed the keyword, new buffered reader. Yes, sir, this is nothing but how you can able to solve the problem which we are going to face it in file reader. Okay, Sir, hope the concept is very clear for you people. Sir, do you have any doubts up to this?
No, sir.
Okay. Sir, next, what is the next concept that we have is, sir, there is a package is there with name file. So there are some predefined methods are there in the file. By using these, sir, we can able to perform some kind of utility operations. Sir, what is that? Sir, of course, you know, we can see the profile of any package like Java P, java.io. There is a concept is there with name file. Sir, you can able to see various methods which is related to the file. Sir, get name, which will return the name of the file. Okay, get parent file, get path, is it absolute? Okay, sir, like this n number of methods are there. Exist, can read, can write, is directory, is file, is hidden. Sir, length of the file, create a new file, delete. Okay, list out the files, mkdir, mkdirs, like this n number of methods are there. But I don't want all these methods. Let me have basic some 5 to 6 methods we will cover on that. Okay, let us see one by one methods. Sir, the first method, sir, I want to create a new file. Sir, I want to create a new file. Sir, file f is equal to, sir, new file of, sir, I want to take the message called java, so 123 underscore 1 dot txt. Of course, you know very well this file is not there. Okay, this file is not there. I want to create this file. System.out.println of f dot, sir, create a new file is a method which is used to create a new file, and make sure that it is going to return a boolean value. If it is returning true, the meaning is nothing but the file has been created. If it is returning false, the file is not created. Sir, now you can able to check. Okay, first time the file is going to be created, but next time onwards that file is there, right? Sir, in such a case it won't create the file. Yes, true. But if you run second time, you are going to get false because the file is already created. Sir, if the file is already available, it won't create any new file, sir. Okay, if the file is not available, then only it is going to create a file. So such a type of terminology is there with the help of this file concept. Okay, sir, fine. Sir, are you going to create only files or even folders also? Sir, you can able to check. Sir, is it available or not? Is the file got created or not? Yes. Sir, similar to this, could you please write a Java program which will create a directory? Sir, I want to create a folder with name HYD. Okay. Sir, what function we have to take? mkdir, which is used to create a directory. Is the program compiled, and when you are executing first time you got a true, but second time false. And let us check, is the folder got created or not? Yes, sir. This is the way how you can create a particular folder. Sir, excellent. Next example, sir, I want to work on, okay, I want to work on, sir, to check whether the file is available or not. I want to verify. Sir, let me take sir, prakash1.txt. Okay, similarly, sir, hyd Hyderabad. Okay, sir, now I want to take a tpt. Okay, sir, is these files and folders are there or not? I want to check. Let us give the names as f1, f2, f3, f4. Sir, I am going to take f dot exist. So f1.exist, f2.exist, f3.exist, f4.exist. Sir, is these files are available or not? It is going to return. Sir, if the file is available, we will get a true. If the file is not available, we will get false. Sir, Prakash 1 is there, but second file is not there. But Hyderabad directory is there, but a TPT directory is not there. That's why, sir, true, false we got. This is the way, sir, how you can able to check whether the file is existed or not. Okay, then, sir, the next thing is nothing but, sir, I want to check whether it is a file or directory. So let me take f1, f2. Okay, sir, f1 dot I am taking is a file, whether it is a file or not. Sir, f2 dot is a file. Okay, similarly, f1 dot is a directory. Sir, f2 dot is a directory. Sir, yes, f1 is nothing but the file, but f2 is not a file. Sir, f1 is not a directory, but f2 is a directory. Like this, we will get. This is nothing but how you can work with files. Sir, hope the complete concept is very clear for you people. Sir, do you have any doubts up to this? Please confirm.
No, sir. It's clear, sir. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's all about file handling. And what about the streams? Sir, I hope you asked one type of file, right? You please put me a message. I will cover on Saturday. Okay.
Sure, sure. Okay, sir. Yeah.
Yeah. And coming Saturday, we are going to discuss these three topics. Possibly, I will complete on Saturday itself. If time not permit, we will take Sunday also. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah. Maybe another 1 hour or 1.5 hour is sufficient. We will finish these three. Okay.
Okay, sir. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, sir. Thank you, sir. I will update the running notes and video also within few minutes.
Sure, sir. Thanks, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.